So guys, in today's video, I'll be smelling some of my forgotten favorite perfumes and we'll check out if I still like them the way I used to or not that much anymore. So if you want to see more of that, please keep on watching. Hi guys, and welcome back to this requested video, because in some of my previous ones I described one fragrance as a forgotten favorite and someone commented, hey, why not to share a top list of such forgotten favorites, and I thought it's such a cool idea, so we'll revisit some of my super raved perfumes here online or the ones that I just love to wear on the daily basis and check out together if I still have the same opinion about them or I don't like them for a certain reason. So that's gonna be an exciting video for me, but if you would like to see a part 2 of it, then definitely give it a thumbs up and comment below your forgotten favorite perfumes in case you have any. And I'm sure if you're a fragrance collector or a reviewer like me and you're constantly buying new perfumes and here's a new launch and there is something you want to check out, it's easy to forget what you already own even though you love it. So without further ado, let's get started with my top 10 list of such forgotten favorites. And I want to begin with a perfume that I reviewed in the beginning of this year or in the end of the last one, and I was obsessed with it when it came out and I got it for a review. I couldn't stop wearing HARAMAIN's Royal Stallion from their portfolio collection that looks stunning, just like this, very shiny, beautiful, and very delicious smelling. But I will be updating you not only about my feelings about these favorites of mine, but also maybe now I feel differently about them. Maybe this is gonna be a second take on my OG favorites, because I need to be honest with you, back then I had no idea that it is similar or even inspired by the bestseller from PERFUMES de Marly, Pegasus, but as I checked the notes and read your comments, apparently these are very similar fragrances. And I haven't smelled the PERFUMES de Marly perfume, but I have to tell you that I loved this one, and as I smelled it today, and I probably haven't worn it like in months and months, it actually smells very masculine in the opening, and I was even shocked that I used to be obsessed with it and wearing every single day, because I remember it's a very powdery perfume, but in the opening now I smell more of lavender. It's very aromatic, it's slightly spicy, and that makes sense. There is a note of cumin in there and lavender, and they are more pronounced to me now than they used to be, because it was all about bitter almonds, which are very powdery, with heliotrope that is even more powdery, so that was a powder bomb to me just with a hint of lavender, and now it's, you know, the opposite way. But I realized why I loved it so much only as it started to dry down on me, because it still is a very cozy, round, sweetish kind of fragrance, but lavender right now smells to me so vividly, and I still like this perfume, but the days when I used to be obsessed with it are probably gone. Or who knows, maybe in 10 years I'll be like, oh my god, this is the best stuff. But yeah, now I totally see it as a very, very unisex fragrance. So God knows that I have lots of favorites from SP PERFUMES, German indie house, and one of such is Magnolia. Sven doesn't often create floral perfumes, and since I adore floral scents, every time he releases something floral I'm very excited, and so I was about Magnolia. And by the way, look how much is already gone. That's because I gave it to my mom, because I love to smell my favorite perfumes on people that I love, and she wore it the other day, which was very weather appropriate. It was rainy outside, and there are some rainy notes in this perfume, which is a cool citrus fragrance with lots of freshness from Magnolia that creates almost a metallic effect. And so I sprayed on myself today and I was like, oh yeah, you know, it has like a very juicy but so cool, almost like icy citrus floralcy to it. It's very interesting how it develops too. I find this is an atmospheric, very unique kind of fragrance that will suit men and women. But the thing is, I probably moved on from it to these year's releases from Sven that totally made me fall in love with them. One of which is Sandal and Peony, which is pink powder, love in a bottle. We shared out witsiness in the base and is my new signature scent, one of the biggest favorite discoveries of this year, and I just love this stuff. But another surprise this year was Fougere Intense. 2020 was the year of fougères for me, although that used to be my least favorite genre. This is one of those perfumes that made me change my mind about it, because it's a very sexy, slightly dirty kinda fougere. Oh yes, smells very well done, very posh. So these two releases kinda made Magnolia, you know, make some space for them. So I guess that's normal. Magnolia is still a favorite, but I like these two a bit more, probably because they are new. Ooh, what I have here is a super sexy, vintage smelling, modern fragrance, Civet Cat Chypre by Matthew Mallock from Canada. And I discovered it for myself around a year ago, and oh boy, I mean, like, if you like vintage perfumes, if you adore Chypres, if you're looking for a vintage Chypre with aldehydes, with civet, with dated sweet flowers, and just super elegant oak moss, you'll get all of that and even more in this perfume. And I sprayed it on myself and it was like, damn it, why I didn't wear it more often? But I know the answer. Matthew came up with such great perfumes in 2020, and among them is Mushin, which is one of my most favorite releases of this year. This stuff is fire! But so is Civet Cat Chypre, and I highly recommend you to check out his perfumes if you like complex fragrances. So I wanted to check if Civet Cat Chypre is still a favorite, and it truly is. I haven't worn it in such a long time that I find now it's definitely the time when I need to rock it, particularly because it's so sexy. So next perfume is one of those that I didn't talk much about here on YouTube, but it was a major favorite of mine from 4160 Tuesdays, and I am obsessed with this brand so much. I just love how Sarah McCartney creates perfumes and her ideas and just basically everything. And I remember this was love at first sniff for me, perfume that was inspired by a vintage floral poster. It's so cool, so well blended, so smooth and seamless, and it's a woody floral fragrance with almost like a green sharpness to it, and words can't describe it. There is lots that is going on, but it is very well blended and harmonious composition with linden blossom, neroli, some lemon blossom, tuberose, iris, lily, geranium, rose, and woodsy musk in the base. And oh boy, this is one of the best perfumes I own. It smells very like, I don't care. I am so, maybe a little bit extravagant, maybe a little bit adventurous, and definitely very confident. I love this stuff. It's still a huge favorite, although I have many more from this brand that I purchased, and there are still so many more that I wanna purchase. But yeah, It Flowers is definitely an outstanding fragrance from this great indie house based in United Kingdom. So yeah, It Flowers, I guess, is gonna be always a favorite. Right, so the next one is SUNDRUNK by Imaginary Authors, one of my most favorite indie houses from United States, and this fragrance, oh gosh. Actually, I have reviews on the majority of these that I'm reviewing today. I feature them in Topless, I create separate reviews on them, and SUNDRUNK was released in the middle of the summer when it was so hot, and today I revisited that review, which is super funny. I definitely recommend you to check out my older videos because they are a little bit awkward but kind of cute. So links are gonna be below just in case you want to see a different hairstyle, different eyebrows, different accent. Yeah, I got better. I need to be honest with you, even I noticed that. But coming back to SUNDRUNK, honestly, it's still a favorite. I kind of knew that, but it doesn't fit the weather currently at all. Like, it's cold, windy, and rainy outside. It's November in Germany, as you can imagine it, and this screams summer, fun, cocktails, watery citruses, and just endless sunset. So yeah, it doesn't fit the weather, but I still like this creative citrus perfume. Oh, here is an OG favorite that I haven't worn in years. I mean, like, that's crazy, because Gardenia by Je Vois Paris is one of, like, my holy grail, very elegant, cool floral scents that was created by Bertrand Cheffaut, whose style I really enjoy. And this, my dear friends, is for the lovers of, oh my god, very posh, very chic, very, very elegant floral scents. It has cool, interesting note that smells fruity and almost watery to me, so I associate it with melon, which is so strange because, oh yes, in there we have tomato leaf, cyclamen, white lily, gardenia, jasmine, ylang, mimosa, raspberry, vanilla, musks, moss, woodsy notes, aldehydes, spices, but to me it smells like watery melon with some gorgeous, sweet, and at the same time cool flowers. So Gardenia, oh my gosh, you guys, if you're looking for a Gardenia perfume or just for a very elegant, unique, not similar to anything else floral perfume with great sillage, that is it. I don't know why I don't talk about it very often. It's definitely a hidden gem in my collection and still 100% a favorite. Oh, who remembers my hype around Pure Musk by Narciso Rodriguez? Please correct me in the comments. When this came out, I believe last year or a few years ago, I bought it. I mean, like, that's the biggest compliment to this perfume. That is so absolutely endlessly sexy and musky. It's very different from all the other musky perfumes. It smells a little bit vintagey, like, not vintagey, it smells just nostalgic. It smells like something that ladies, young ladies, or just very beautiful ladies in my childhood used to wear. It has this very sexy, slightly animalic, powdery, musky scent. It's so good. The best musk from Narciso Rodriguez for me personally, hands down. Still a favorite. It's such a shame I haven't worn it since I purchased it, because it's always like that. I dream about something like crazy, and then once I buy it, I move on to something else. And I know that a lot of people feel the same way. Let me know if you personally do, because it's a serious problem to be a fragaholic, fragrance lover, because I personally need to work on enjoy and wear my most favorite perfumes more, because it's crazy what I'm doing, but somehow it makes me calm to know that they are in my collection, which is, I don't know, doesn't make much sense, but yeah, an update, still a favorite, still a huge recommendation to anyone who is looking for a very elegant, abstract, musky perfume with a floral twist in there that is so abstract you can't even detect the flower. So, oh, yeah. Oh, here I have something from Jo Malone, which actually I wanted so much that I asked Benny to gift it to me on Valentine's Day, which he did a couple of years ago, and this is Jasmine, SAMBAC and Marigold from the Cologne Intense range by Jo Malone. And first time I sampled it, it was actually in London, and I was so excited for it. I saved money, I knew I'm gonna be in London, and I wanted to buy this perfume from the London boutique because it is a UK brand, and I was so excited for this fragrance. Long story short, I didn't like it, and I was like, hell no, I'm not spending my money on it, because, you know, I'm in London, my favorite city. I can do so much with this, not that much, but still, I saved that money and tested it in the cold weather, liked it, and here it is in my collection. But still, you know, it's a beautiful jasmine, pretty true jasmine with a bit of greenery, but mostly synthetic jasmine. Lovely, but is it like a major favorite? Probably not. It's like an alright perfume that I could wear when I'm craving jasmine, but yeah, I don't know. Favorite, but I'm not crazy about it anymore. That was a really short stage when I used to like be Jasmine, SAMBAC and Marigold, but yeah, it doesn't smell like marigolds that much. Although, like, I don't know, it's a lovely perfume. It's just lovely, okay? I think we can make our peace with that. Ooh, what's here? That's Pana London's pink champagne truffle, right? Oh my god, I haven't worn it in such a long time that I even forgot the name of it, but I didn't forget this. Oh gosh, delicious scent. If you want to eat sweets but you can't, or you wanna people wanna eat you, check out this fragrance. Boozy, delicious liqueur inside of a dark chocolate with some dry raspberry in it, and illusion of a rose. What else do you want from your gourmand perfume? I personally don't know. I'll actually spray it on right here on my... Oh, this is so realistic, guys. It's literally the scent of the chocolate with raspberry and bit of sweet liqueur. Oh, so good. Everyone who purchased this from my recommendation was satisfied. This is pure, delicious satisfaction in a bottle that I haven't worn in months or years. And sometimes I don't wear perfume and I come back to it and I'm like, I don't even care anymore. But that is gonna be, oh, I move and it's like, yeah, I'm in chocolate paradise, you know, very, very sexy. So yes, if you are in the mood for something like that, better than pink champagne truffle, I don't know what could be. So yeah, great performing and smelling perfume that will make everyone around you wanna eat you. I mean that in a nice way. Final fragrance I haven't worn in a long time, I haven't talked about it in a long time, which is such a shame because it's my signature scent. It's Café un Ref. Please, please, please tell me how to pronounce this name correctly. But this stunning fragrance by Musk not only looks absolutely breathtaking, but smells like... If I needed to pick one of the best, sexiest, favorite perfumes from my collection, although I don't wear it that often, that would be it. It's magic, you know, sometimes perfumes are magic. You can't detect the notes. It's just pure, seamless magic. And that is what this fragrance is to me personally. I don't really know how to describe it. If you want, you can look up the notes. I can tell you there is jasmine, there is cumin, which is interesting because it is also in Royal Stallion. But other than that, there are floral notes. There is orange blossom, leather, woodsy notes, labdanum, petitgrain, papyrus, white musk, alamy, castoreum, gaiac wood, black currant leaf, and some more notes, but it doesn't smell like the notes. It smells like very expensive, very beautiful perfume you can only dream about if you don't buy it right away. It's stunning and super sexy. It smells a little bit like skin being hot and active. I feel like there are pheromones in there. So on that note, it's gonna be always my favorite, although I don't wear it very often and I definitely need to change my attitude. Alrighty guys, that was all from me. I am definitely in the mood for a second part of such forgotten favorites because there are so many more in here. I'm serious, I don't know what's happening. Let me know that I'm not alone. Let me know that you're also buying perfumes without wearing them properly, and if you don't, then good for you, because what I'm doing is not necessarily normal. But on that note, I'm very, very glad this video was requested, because thanks to it I could revisit my all-time favorites and understand something about them, look at them from a different side perspective, and it's also very interesting. Smell perfumes you haven't worn in years or months, just long time, and maybe you'll discover something new about them, or maybe you'll understand that it's time to move on to something else and maybe you will make some space in your fragrance collection. Anyway, I am looking forward to know your forgotten favorites in the comments. I'm really excited for them, to know which fragrances you forgot, because you've seen how many great fragrances are on my list, and believe me, I can't stress that enough. There are so many more of such forgotten favorites. Almost the entire collection is forgotten favorite because I constantly buy and receive new perfumes, and it's just like this fragrance purchases, kind of like whirlpool that might get you sucked in really deeply. So yeah, in order to prevent that, I'll try maybe to wear my favorite perfumes every day, like one for each day. Maybe my life will be happier, at least with perfumes. And on that note, if you enjoyed watching this video, it was a longer one, chattier one, more casual one, different one, please give it a thumbs up, because they matter to me. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so, and please watch my videos. In order not to miss them, ring that bell, because you'll be getting notifications. And please click on the videos, because you might have already activated the bell, but since you don't constantly check out my new videos, and I post 5 times a week, which I'm aware is a lot, YouTube thinks you're not interested in anymore. So please keep that on your mind. Check out the description box for more helpful information, links to my previous reviews on these perfumes. I'm also on social media where you can follow me and we can be friends over there, and I'm looking forward to your further requests. On that note, thank you so much for your time and watching this video. Please stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other in the next one. Bye guys!